Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? If you are a coach, you are a course creator, and you are burnt out from juggling way too many one-on-one clients, you are constantly launching something new to make ends meet, this live conversation is for you. So today we are talking about something that is really shifting the way you're going to look at marketing and you're going to look at growth forever. It is going from just getting the leads to leveraging those leads to create consistent and scalable revenue. So I want you to stay at this video so that you know that you don't need to create new freebies, new opt-ins, or create new lead magnets in order to get more leads. What you need right now is you need leverage. You need the right systems, the sales, the structure that actually turns your current audience into paying clients without you burning out. So let's start here. Most coaches, they are stuck in what I call the lead collection trap. So a lot of people, they are so focused on collecting emails, collecting new leads, and it looks like posting daily, like getting podcast features, making new freebies, being in different Facebook groups, and posting the freebies in order to get more people on your email list, right? Like always checking the numbers on how many new followers, new subscribers came in. But at the end of the week or of the month, you are thinking like, okay, why didn't these new people book a call with me? Where is actually my sale? And I get that because you have been told just to build your audience, right? You have been told, okay, build your audience. And if you do that, you will make more money in your coaching business. And what they didn't tell you is that all these new people, okay, all these people in your audience, they are leads, but leads without the leverage just create for you more work. You are simply continue to working harder, not smarter. You are filling your calendar with sales calls that are not qualified at all, but not really filling your bank account. So you are collecting people, but actually you don't know how to convert them. So let me say this out loud for the overworked coaches who are constantly working one-on-one with clients and who have this fear to actually create and turn their one-on-one genius, like their one-on-one expertise, into a scalable group program. Because a lot of people, they don't take the step because they have this fear that they need to have a bigger audience, that they need to actually have more leads in order to continue money in their business. What you need is you need a better strategy to connect with the people who are already watching you. And this is what I tell my clients, like, hey, don't collect new people, don't collect new leads. You are already sitting on 6 figures in your DMs, in your emails. In those people who are following we have to learn how to leverage that. We have to learn how to actually talk to these people in order to actually get them on a sales call and convert them. And because a lot of people are stuck in lead nurturing mode forever, instead of actually switching into the identity of I need to sell in order to convert more with confidence. Because when you are afraid to pitch, when you are thinking that selling is pushy and that's why you don't sell for a week at all, because you tell yourself, okay, I need to build more trust with my audience. I need to actually give more value before I sell. Guess what? All these people are just there to get your valuable content and they just ghost you and they just see you as this friendly coach instead of actually seeing your one-on-one genius, instead of seeing why your intellectual property will help them to see the results, right? So what you need to do is you need to know and embody that already all those content that you're posting is building trust. And when your audience understands from your content that they are having this massive problem in their life, and that currently and right now is the urgency for them to get the solution you provide, they're going to take action. So your people, they don't take action because you are not clearly communicating what the next step action is. So if you are here, if you are watching this video, you have probably hit a breaking point, right? So means you worked hard to build your brand, to actually get one-on-one clients, to deliver the results. And now you are tired, like tired of reinventing your business every single month just to stay afloat. You are tired for trading time for money, and you've got a full calendar, but you still feel empty, right? You have the feeling like, okay, actually this doesn't feel very successful for me. So you are not failing, but you are stuck in a system that doesn't scale right now, that isn't actually built to leverage. So you are stuck doing more instead of leveraging. And you didn't become a coach to be a content machine, right? Who's posting 3 times a day. You didn't become an entrepreneur to be an unpaid lead nurturer who's constantly making sure that your leads are nurtured and you are building trust. You need to become the coach who creates transformation and actually demands freedom. You need to become the coach who is boldly standing behind your own intellectual property, which is going to actually create your income. So freedom only comes when you start converting consistently, right? So you need to have leads. And when you say, okay, I have an audience and I know I have the leads right now you need to learn, okay, how can I actually start converting them consistently? How can I actually even convert cold leads, warm leads, hot leads? Because you realize that conversion happens when you create the urgency for them and when you help them to go through the buyer's psychology in order to make a decision. And you will start to convert consistently when you stop treating lead generation like a numbers game and you start treating it like a relationship and results game. Because every single lead could become a client anywhere down the line, anywhere in this timeline, maybe in the next week, maybe in the next month, maybe 1 year down the road, right? You don't know. But you have to treat these leads like relationships and results, right? So how do you go from leads to leverage? So you need to have a messaging that speaks directly to your premium client's breaking point. So if you are having a one-on-one coaching that is high ticket, or you are transitioning into group program, which is high ticket as well, your messaging has to be clear so that they are feeling like you are in their head. And it starts with your messaging, it starts with your offer, it starts with your positioning and with the angles that you are choosing to position your intellectual property in the industry, where people are like, oh my God, this is how I'm gonna get the results. I really want to work with this person. You then need to create content that converts, and I teach inside my program sales psychology content, because running a business, helping someone to make a decision, helping someone to actually invest in themselves has a lot to do with sales psychology. And because you are not just educating your people, right? That's what a lot of people do, and that's why maybe you are currently that friend zone coach and you want to go into the authority coach. You need to know what you need to say in order to make people want to work with you. You need to help them to realize, if they stay stuck at this breaking point, that they're gonna have more problems 5 months down the road. Next thing, when it comes to leveraging your leads, is I love DM conversations. I run simple ads to my DM messengers, and I love the DM conversation and the scriptless sales call framework that I teach within my program, that moves the leads from just being interested to invested, where they are like, okay, I just come to this call because I was interested in your process. So now tell me more. How can I actually work with you? And the most simple way how you can start using a lead generation strategy that will help you to get out of your sales drought, that will help you to get your business moving, is simply by starting DM conversation with people who are following you. Simple. DM conversation is simple. It's so simple, but still a lot of coaches are having troubles to actually implement that, because sometimes, especially when we don't realize it, we sabotage because we don't believe that simple things can help us to actually create the six figures business. We think, oh my God, it can never be so easy in order for me to scale my business. But yes, it can. And DM conversation is the most easiest lead generation strategy that you can do right now in order to close the next client. Another thing how you can actually go from leads to leverage is to actually transition your one-on-one expertise into a group program that gives your result, like your clients, the results without draining your energy. So if you only worked with one-on-one clients before, I know for sure that you have like a proven process that we can actually use as your intellectual property in order to make the income. So I created the concept inside my program, IP to income, to help my clients to actually use their own methodology to actually create the curriculum of the group program. That's easy, right? Because they already worked with minimum 3 or 5 one-on-one clients. They know, okay, I have been repeating myself. These are the same questions my clients are asking. These are the same processes that I'm teaching. So we use that in order to create the intellectual property. And then the intellectual property is their signature group program. This is what leverage looks like. You don't have to create everything from scratch. You don't have to, feel like you have to hustle in order to earn more, in order to feel worthy of having more, right? Having more clients, having more impact, having the freedom that you desire. So you don't need to wake up with, like knowing how to fill your calendar or, launching your one-on-one spots out of desperation. You just need a system that brings in for you quality leads, warms them up, and turns them into clients on repeat. And inside my program, I teach my clients how to use the intellectual property as a lead magnet. That's the one thing that they actually continue to sell over and over and over and over again. No more PDFs, no more mini courses, no more thinking too much about what's the next lead magnet I need to create. They take the intellectual property, they turn it into a lead magnet, and that is what is running 24/7 for them in order to leverage more leads, in order to turn them interested to book a sales call with them. So if this live video conversation actually hit home for you, and you have been sitting on leads, but you are not leveraging them, and you don't know how to do it, you don't know, okay, like you feel like, okay, I have so much things to do, there are so much things on my plate, I don't know what I need to focus on. If you want to leverage those people who are existing in your audience, create your intellectual property and then use that to create a free lead magnet. Means explain to them what is your intellectual property, explain to them how you're going to help them, explain to them what they need to do in order to get the results, and use that over and over again to help your people to see that you are the expert in what you are doing. And that's how they're going to actually trust you in order to book a sales call with you. So if this hits home for you and you want to start converting consistently, then I want you to invite you to apply for my program, Leads to Leverage. This is my signature group coaching program where I help overworked coaches, burnt out coaches just like you to turn their one-on-one expertise into a scalable group program. That actually gets you your time back, that gives you the freedom back, that gives you the increase in impact. So we will work on your messaging, on your content, how to actually use your intellectual property to automated as a lead magnet and a sales system that is very simple for you to scale, so you don't have to hustle anymore and you don't have to feel the burnout inside of you. So if you're interested how I am doing this inside my business and how my intellectual property is running 24/7 on Instagram, go on Instagram. It's anu__Rajah and DM me scale, and you're gonna see all the automation, how I'm doing it, and what I would teach you inside Leads to Leverage. So you already have what it takes. You have the audience, and I'm pretty sure you are swimming in leads right now. Now it's time to believe in that and to leverage that. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in.